Yes, we will watch He-Man. The watching of He-Man is what we will do. Into the castle of Podskull. It's manly and cheesy and rad, maybe a bit homoerotic too. He-Man, it was our favorite show. He-Man, let's watch it now that we're old. He-Man.
Hello and welcome to Castle Podskull. This is the podcast in which we rate and view and rank and enjoy and love the old 1980s animation, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe by Filmation here. And we just have a great old time watching He-Man episodes. I, like always, am your host, Tom, aka Professor Xennial.
And I'm Kevin, aka Fan at Arms.
Yes. And today, we are now 14 episodes into this little journey of ours. Lucky 14. There we are.
He-Man. Yo.
Yeah. And if you're just joining us for the first time, what we do is we watch an old episode of He-Man, sometimes with the sound on, sometimes with the captions on, and we kind of, dissect it. What was so great about this show that we loved when we were children, and by the way, kind of still love now, right? Like, how actually manly and rad was it? Was it maybe sometimes a little bit cheesy? Did it hold up? Is it, a little bit inappropriate? And so on and so forth. But really, we just have a good time, kind of unapologetically enjoying this old show, poking fun a little bit where we find it. But boy, it's a good feeling, nostalgia, dopamine scratch, right?
Yeah. Especially when things actually hold up as well or better than you remember when you were a kid.
Yeah, and so the episode today that we're talking about is Dawn of Dragoon. Right from the start, it's going to be a dragon-themed episode, which we've already had a number of dragon. Like we had the dragon invasion. We had,
So dragons are very much inherently part of Eternia's mythos, which is cool.
Yes, and we had also dragons, I believe, in the time corridor, or that was like a different kind of monster.
Robot dragons.
Oh, yeah, well, that was a different thing. That was
right. No, that's the different.
That was in which episode was the robot dragon? The Serpentoids. That was
Serpentoids.
That was in like Father Like Son. That was episode 11. And then we had the Dracodon and the creatures of the Tar Swamp. So we've got lots of interesting dragon
many
type
permutations
things.
Of dragons. It's like good old D&D with your chromatic dragons and your metallic dragons. There's a plethora of dragons.
Yeah. So what we'll do is what we always do. We we go through and we watch and we rate this thing. We rate it from 1 to 5 shimers. What's a shimer? Well, that is the classic punch directly to the lens of the camera that He-Man gives. Without further ado, let's get right into Dawn of Dragoon, which aired September 22, 1983. Nice dramatic opening here. And we cut to, we're starting on the palace again.
This side is supposed to produce flowers.
Yes, but Man-at-Arms, it...
Anyway, goofing around right off the bat with Orko's pyramid.
Yeah.
Which basically...
I don't know, this is like the worst puzzle box.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the Cenobites were...
Like,
we're having an off day when they designed this particular one. But yeah. But what's the point of it? It spits out stuff. It's supposed to do flowers, and it's like, why do we need it? Why do we need a pyramid that does that?
Makes
I don't know, Orko.
You open it.
Yeah. So far, this Russian roulette has not been going. Oh, well, of course, when...
Said it was broken.
Well, that's the side that still works.
Well, at least some of your tricks work.
Well, back in the land of Trolla, all my tricks worked. You hardly ever talk about...
What did he just bring out there? Like,
yeah, I know. It looked like he had some weird kryptonite or...
Yeah, giant pot nugs or something.
Yeah, so exactly. He's like, I'm Trolla. I had all these nugs that I would make a fortune.
And here he's juggling his nugs. But here he's talking about Trolla, where he comes from, and he was a powerful sorcerer, which, Man-at-Arms.
Well, if I were Orko the Great, I would stop playing with those meteorites. They might be
Meteorites.
dangerous.
Oh yeah, he's playing with
Yeah,
radioactive crap
radioactive.
again. Oh, and he drops meteorites on the pyramid, and
Effect on Orko's pyramid.
what? Okay, we got to unpack this for a second.
Yeah.
So Orko is playing with his new age tools here. He's playing with his pyramid, and he's playing with his crystals, essentially his meteorites.
Yeah.
And he slams them together, and his weird pyramid disappears, and then comes back with a girl Orko in it, a female Trollin. And we've also learned here that Trolla is in a different astral zone. I'm not really sure what that means. Astral zone,
Like different dimension, like
dimension.
Like, so it's not even just like a planet, like, or a region. Like he's from another world. Like,
yeah, but in astrals, like what? My brain is trying to reconcile what that could possibly mean. But I don't know. We get this Orko girl, and Tila says,
Girl Orko.
does she seem like a little bit jealous at all?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. We know that Orko likes her.
Where am I? The Royal Palace on planet Eternia. I am Orko, Royal Magician in Residence.
We know that he's now like presenting to her, like he's showing her his under region.
Like he just kind of floats there.
He's trying to look casual, but like
casual, but it's like we can see your hands.
Yeah, yes, hands, and so to speak. Yeah, she can see right up there.
Right up there. Somebody needs a bigger cloak.
Boy, is he laying it.
I love this. I love Adam's face with boy is he laying it on thick. Sometimes they draw Adam, and I know he's supposed to be a teenager. He all of a sudden looks like he's a 50-year-old man.
He looks like a 50-year-old man with Bell's palsy right here. Help, Orko! I smell toast.
Oh, he does. A 50-year-old man or a 30-year-old man on a 1970s TV show. One of the two.
Yeah.
Something's up.
Thick. Get the feeling he.
I love the faces on Tila too here.
Yeah.
They're all like grossed out, amused, and horrified.
Yeah. Which is
appropriate.
Appropriate. When you see a disembodied person, you don't know if you're looking into a horrendous void or some sort of hand genitalia.
Everyone in Trolla knows of Orko the Great. You're a famous sorcerer.
I don't believe.
She does have that weird, like, snake person.
They all have the same voice. Yeah,
like, accent.
They all have the same voice because they're all done by the same actors.
Turn the kids on. This is a little uncomfortable. I'd say I'd put the sexy voice into the layer of uncomfortable. That kind of breathiness.
Yeah.
Like, indeterminate age. They're supposed to look kind of childlike. It's like,
yeah, that's true. Also, this opens up questions because we understand pretty quickly that Orko likes Driel is her name, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what he thinks is attractive. Now, he also has shown interest in Adam's cousin, Edwina, and also maybe in Tila herself. So it's sort of like, I mean, I guess he's pansexual, I guess, in that regards. I mean, but it's like I do wonder about this because he and then what were those things? The widgets. Those were the only things that have so far showed any sort of like attraction to someone else, right?
Yeah. The creepy life doll.
Right. Yeah.
She looked like a nesting doll that had come to life in some sort of horrific monkey's paw wish.
She sure did. And if you haven't watched it, we were talking about last episode, Evil Lynn's Plot, the awful Hobbit refugees that showed up in that episode. But anyway, Orko's the only one who has any sort of romantic attraction, it seems. And it seems like he doesn't care. I mean, if he should be attracted to someone, one would think would be his own species. But it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. Like Orko is just kind of a horn dog.
Yeah.
Wow, the meteorites have energized between Orko's world and ours.
Who is this Dragoon you are hiding from? An evil monster.
Dragoon. So she's hiding from this evil monster named Dragoon.
Orko, if only we had someone like you to help us. Come on.
Oh.
And he's immediately like, I'm out of here.
He's immediately like, Orko's on a quest for love. Bye,
Wait,
bitches.
Orko, let us help you. Yes, it sounds dangerous.
You wouldn't fit in the pyramid. Besides, I want to do this myself.
Great.
He's gone.
Doing himself.
I'm worried about him.
Yeah, I love
He's
the
out.
stunned eyes that look like they're jumping out of his head.
I do like Oh, and we're on Trollo now, which is just like we cut to the other astral zone, and it's just
Right.
crazy,
Also,
right?
I just like how this animation, like this world, kind of looks like a highlights magazine. If you go back like 3 seconds, like also this is like straight up like we did a bunch of acid yellow submarine
Yeah,
planet, but
yeah.
as it scrolls through, you see like everything's the same color except we have like 5 or 6 distinctly colored, and it's almost like, can you find the 6 pencils that we've hidden in this forest? Like as soon as this came across, it just made me think of those old little like things that were
Yeah.
drawn in, because it's like everything's like a nice color, but then we have these like very like jutting out kind of at you three
But also,
dimensional.
I hadn't clocked this the first time around, but let us take a second and look
Uh-huh.
at the shape of the objects at
I was just
441
gonna get
here.
to that.
Oh
These
my goodness.
very, very like it feels like the animation from was it the Little Mermaid, like somebody drawing all the phallic minarets
Yeah.
around
I
the
mean, especially like, oh my gosh. Like some of these are, and they're disturbing. Like some of them are sharp. Some they're ostensibly mushrooms, but like this yellow one in the back is like,
mushrooms. Yeah.
yeah, they're like warty and veiny. Like this
Yeah,
is not.
exactly. Like just like
Whew.
ooh.
I'm not going to say this is homoerotic because there's nothing erotic about this,
Nothing
but
erotic about this. This is a warning. This is like a sex ed
it's-
clip. Like if you go to Eternia and you don't use the right box, this could happen to you.
yeah, don't slap meteors into
Don't
pyramids or
slap
else.
meteors on your time travel device. You know, you might
Yeah. Oh my
have
god.
unforeseen circumstances.
And then those, yeah, that's very Yellow
What the
Submarine.
hell
The
are those?
fish.
Just
Flying
I
fish.
remember it.
So this is what I gathered. Like it's another dimension, so it feels very much like the Upside Down or like the negative plane in D&D. Like things are backwards here. Like fish fly. Like things
Right.
are somewhat opposites on Trollo. So maybe that's why his magic, crappy birthday
Yeah.
party magician in Eternia, but powerful wizard here in Trolla.
Yeah. It's like it's sort of like here in Trolla,
Yeah, here in
water
Trolla, I
drink
am
you.
great magician.
Yeah, exactly.
Here in
It's-
Trolla, I am sex symbol.
yeah. Yeah, kind of. But I do like the setup, right? It's like a classic like D&D setup. Like, oh,
Yeah.
there's an evil monster that's been ruining everything. Like nice and simple, and he's coming in, and they're talking about he's big, he breathes fire.
Look, it doesn't by any chance look like that.
And there's Dragoon.
Apparently has asthma.
Yeah.
It also kind of looks like he's wearing like a weird mask, like we're trying to hide his identity. Like
Yeah,
he could
yeah.
possibly be Dragoon, even though he's shaped like the large dragon monster.
But it is very strange how they were just like, oh, our entire planet is being like, harm or like terrorized by this one dragon guy, and they just happen to beam to exactly where he
Exactly
is.
where he was. Like maybe because everything's smaller there, like the planet, like I don't know, the locations are super small.
I also like how they said run Orko, and then they didn't run, they flew. But that's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have legs. I've never seen feet. We don't know. Is he just a head and hands? Like to this day, and maybe I assume weirdo Trollo genitals.
Yeah.
But no feet, can't run.
So anyway, He-Man is back in the present. He's commanded the drawbridge open, and he's sitting in the sort of honeycomb.
As you can see,
She's made a temporary portal to Trollo. Why has she made it small?
Well, that's what they said is like you can't come with us because you're too big. So they've established that Trollo is like maybe it's almost like ley lines, like fairies or leprechauns.
Look
Like
at
they're like little people.
Maybe. Oh, like,
But,
yeah, like
you have to come here to see the sorceress and literally shrink down and take a portal, which I'd assume a portal is a portal. It doesn't matter how big you are, it will transport you, but you have to get a little portal, and we have to make you little for the little portal to go to Troll.
Yeah, He-Man took a moment to get stoned here at 6.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I gotta get what before I could go to Trollo? Good thing I like my vape. Yeah, he
But
hit his
it is
vape
a little
face
odd.
first.
I don't know. It's just I would assume like a time travel portal is one of the. No, I guess it's not time travel. It's an astral zone. So what do I know?
Yeah.
That's the sphere of size. Squeeze it to grow small. Okay, whatever. That's fine. That's cool. Now, if I were an enterprising toy maker in 1983, then I would be releasing my Micro Machine version of He-Man about this time, you know.
Yep.
But there were no such things, so that's okay.
Mhm.
And he has to come back at Moonrise, and then he enters, and now he's
Yeah, he's gone
Going through the
Prince Adam, which I
back
thought
to
was
Adam and
interesting.
Cringer.
yeah, that's true.
Which I'm like, if this is magic, shouldn't they
Wow,
still?
upside down trees. Fish that fly like
Yeah, like
birds.
Fish
Even
that
like
fly.
everything is
rainbows
basically
upside
backwards.
down.
Rainbows are upside down.
Yeah.
So this does feel very Yellow Submarine, like everything's upside down and flips upside.
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing: is he? It's so yeah, exactly. It's so crazy, but his sword doesn't work, and that little serpent thing is like hopping back and forth. He's got to do something, so he's going to use that. What first time we've seen his like wrist launcher fire, but it's water instead, which does nothing.
Yeah, so something about being in Trolla changes everything. So it doesn't shoot fire; it now turns to water. So like everything is the opposite here, which is really bizarre.
Yeah.
But it seemed like his magic. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but things are working differently.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like Bizarro Superman, like everything is kind of backwards or upside down.
And the snake is Ouroborosing himself around.
Yeah, that's
that
what I was
tree.
just like.
Some reason.
Did we lose Dragoon? I'll look. I don't see him. I don't remember Dragoon. Where did he come from? They say he was sent here by a creature called Skeletor.
Oh, Skeletor sent him.
You will not escape me this time.
Wow, interesting. So I hadn't anticipated Dragoon being someone who spoke, who was like intelligent and so forth.
Yeah. Also,
but he is. That's kind of cool.
pay attention to his voice. It is clearly Man at Arms. It
Yes.
sounds like the evil version of Man at Arms because Man at Arms' voice, but it's just like.
A nice surprise waiting for you two at my.
But he doesn't even change the vocal a little bit. It's sort of like, is that why he's wearing a mask? He's gonna pull it off, and it's gonna be like
it's gonna be Man at Arms.
evil version of Man at Arms.
Yeah, they're trapped in a. They are trapped in a burning ring of fire.
To do something.
Help! Let me go!
My fire ray.
Oh, help!
It shoots water
Oh
here.
God, I hate the way that she calls for help. I would not help her just
Up
because
here.
of the way she
Help!
sounds.
Look out!
See, I've always sort of assumed that the Trollans were almost completely non-corporeal if they wanted to be.
That's what I kind of feel like in this. This is like the opposite world, like the Phantom Zone.
Well, that's true. So Dragoon can like
He's got Triel!
he's capable of like picking them up and so forth, but generally speaking, like on Eternia, I don't know. What's that? He's got like a wrist speedometer or something like that. Now
He's
we're
got 10,000 steps to him already.
He's like, oh, I guess I don't really have to. Yeah. And so I don't know. It's like this guy lives in this cool like crystal zone thing, which is interesting. Is it this jail?
Like he's trying to gargle just to make it sound less like Man at Arms.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't tracked that, but you're 1,000% right.
He-Man here?
No, there's something about Trolla. Something I'm overlooking. I can't put my finger on it. You're sure it's not dark in Eternia yet? Yes, we still have 2 hours.
There!
So what is that again? Like if it's a different astral zone, there's no way that time.
Yeah,
I'm getting
time
nitpicky,
to
but
be exactly the same. But...
Draining their energy from them.
Draining their energy. That's pretty cool.
essence! Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Like where do we see that from?
Skeksis.
Yeah, exactly. The Skeksis. That's what it was. Oh, I love it. His little eyeballs going away.
When I have collected the energy of all your people, my mission will be complete. The
That's pretty
energy will
cool.
be transferred to my master, Skeletor.
Oh, that's less interesting. But sort of like, I wonder how far in this mission he is. You know, like how many Trollins has he gotten so far?
Yeah. I'm
Why
like,
does he?
also, like, is that why the hat is different color? Like, he's drained their essence, so it's no longer red. It's like
Oh, maybe.
fading to pink.
If the hat is like really part of the thing. I mean, I would have just assumed that they would have taken the hat off to do the draining, but I guess I don't know too much
Yeah.
about Trollin, you know.
Yeah, but again, it's like I've dominated this planet, planet entirely of 30 people.
Right. Yeah, it could just be. Yeah, exactly. There may not be that many of them. Oh, Driel, you're gonna die.
Come on, inside. I better keep watch out here. Cringer. All right, all right. At least there's nothing guarding this place.
And then there is that thing. What is that? It's a crocodog.
Yeah,
like on a
crocodile,
leash.
like it's like I don't know. It almost made me think like, is it supposed to be like a fire,
Crazy
like a molten
beasts upside
alligator or
down
something?
trees.
Who does that belong to? Is that?
Yeah.
Water. Even Orko's magic works. Everything's backwards here. That's it. Things are backwards here.
Now-
If I say by the power of Grayskull backwards, maybe then it will work.
No,
Grayskull.
No.
I don't like it. I think it's cheesy as hell. Grayskull, Empower, whatever he says. No, it's
So
because
this is basically he's now Bizarro. This
He's
is like
Bizarro.
Bizarro World. Like me, I'm
Exactly.
#1 super fan.
No, it's not that. It's that everything is the opposite,
Opposite.
not backwards.
Yeah.
We're not. It's not even the opposite. It's just unlikely.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
Yeah, so I guess what is have we established is the opposite? It is a crocodile, I guess.
Well, dig in.
I don't think like a. Yeah, I don't think it's the opposite to have like a dog of a dog. A
Yeah.
crocodile is not the opposite of a dog.
You look for Driel.
Do you know what I mean?
Come out,
Yeah.
play with
So,
me,
It just doesn't.
Frostface.
It's just lazy. It's lazy writing,
Go,
guys.
go.
So now Dragoon has seemed to get a little smaller. Like when they first showed him, it seemed like he would be much bigger. But I guess he was picking up the Trollins, so they're small.
Driel! What has he done to you?
Oh, He-Man looks scared there.
Little Turtus and Stella. Like,
Just as I
What's
there
that?
we go.
Oh yeah.
only one man in the universe has that kind of strength.
See, how does he know
Shines.
about He-Man?
You,
Oh, because Skeletor told him about it. Okay, so that he just said only one man in the universe has that strength, and so I guess a different astral zone is still within the same universe.
Yeah,
So
so maybe that's just like a pocket dimension, I guess.
well, and yeah, I guess so. Or like,
But it's also just like it just happens to be like Skeletor has sent him here. We accidentally were coming here.
I think it's just a different part of the galaxy or something. It's a different astral zone. It's like a different star zone. It's a different quadrant. You know, I think that's all it is. Why can't he pick that up that time? Why was it so difficult for him?
Well, is it because it's the opposite world? I mean,
Yes, so, but he was still able to. Okay, but he was still able to turn into He-Man. Oh no! So this is really interesting here.
Yeah.
By the way, now Dragoon knows that Adam is He-Man, right?
Yeah.
So now he has to kill him, or else his secret's going to be out.
But now He-Man clearly has to kill him. Because
That's what I'm saying, to keep his secret.
the secret.
But he doesn't do that.
Hang on, cat.
Cat. It's weird when he just calls him Cat. You know? I don't know. I guess what else is he going to call him? But it just feels.
That battle.
No, Battle's is stupider. Batty.
Now comes the hard part. I don't understand. You risked your life to save me. I wouldn't have done that for you. That's how we're different. I believe in saving lives. Even your enemies. I may be your enemy, but you're not mine.
Ooh, very wise.
I've been wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe saving
And we hear we have the
lives
triumphant
is
music
better.
of the
You've got some
of
heavy
convincing
thinking to do. I
Dragoon
hope you've
that
come to the right conclusion.
he's got
But
some
if I
heavy
hear
thinking
you
to do.
return to your evil ways, I'll
You
be
know?
back. He-Man. Thank you.
It's so funny. I mean, he
The
turns,
winks, just,
but I love it. I love that he turns Dragoon good. We
yeah,
haven't seen that
like it
before.
felt very much like it's like Flash in DC universe. He's one of my favorite superheroes because he doesn't just he like reforms. He actually like
Yeah. Yeah.
improves the people. He's
Yeah.
not just beating them up like Batman or
Right. Or yeah.
or every other superhero ever. It seems like they're actually kind of getting redeemed by him.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a cool.
That's kind of a cool twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then okay, he's trying to save Driel's life,
From Dragoon's sleep.
which
These work.
little rainbow power did the trick.
Yeah.
Doing. We only have a few left. He had to revive all the other Trollans, and I think he wanted to show Driel his face. It's a custom among the Trollans. You only show your face to someone you love. Kind of like, well, it's like.
But you could show your genitals to the entire room of people.
I love that he and He-Man's like, oh, it's what you do when you love someone, and Battle Cat's like, ew, which is like, you know, to be frank, like what most children would be, most little boys would be saying, girls kissing, blah. But Battle Cat clearly not interested in any sort of.
I understand.
But and then Orko is like, sorry, I'm not sticking around.
Really see each other.
But before we go, babe, like let me,
How about some face?
How about give me some FaceTime?
Get some serious FaceTime in this episode.
Okay, so now we get a shadow of a head, so we know.
Yeah. So now it is canon. They are a head. They're not just a disembodied shadow
Right.
of ears.
Yeah.
But we never know. And they have a face, so they're clearly human head. So we know for sure they are heads and their hands, but everything else might be nebulous.
Yeah. But he's basically like gives her the old like, I'm a Rolling Stone, baby, you can't hold me down. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a rebel, Dottie.
Sorry, baby. I know that I'm very powerful here and have a beautiful
and I've been looking for a piece,
trying to come here,
but 14 episodes. And I finally have a hottie that wants me, but I gotta go.
I gotta go, because I'm not wanted back on Eternia. They don't like or appreciate me, so I gotta get back there. So he's
he knows the game that the moment he makes himself, you can't have me, now she's gonna want me.
That's true. He knows what he's doing. That's why he's Orko the Great.
Kind of smart there.
He's nagging her. He's got the moves.
He's been reading the art of the
Bond
chase.
of each other.
I wanted to, but you're my friends too. And as long as Skeletor threatens Eternia, I'm going to help you defend it.
Well, little guy, I'm glad you're back. We need you. And by the way, you're one fine magician, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Not even me.
Like, hey, does anybody else notice that Man of Arms and Dragoon sound just the same?
Where have you been for the
Where
last?
have you been, Man of Arms? And it's just like with little sneaky dragon mask.
Yeah.
I was just testing you to believe in yourself.
Today's story, Orko was faced with a very difficult decision. You know, when we're young, most of our decisions are made for us, but as we get older, well, we want to make more and more of them for ourselves, and that's the way it ought to be. But sometimes we have a real tough one, a real problem. And when that happens, it's a good idea to talk it over with someone else. Someone who really cares about you, like your mother or father, or maybe your best friend. Talking a problem out with someone else can be a great help.
Yeah.
Pretty solid moral, right?
I mean,
there.
I buy that moral. Okay, so that is...
Feels like a little bit of a
Dragoon.
leap from the episode, but, I get it. Like, you want to follow your advice, but I think it's a pretty solid moral.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are your thoughts here about this this old episode?
I like this episode a lot. I thought it was pretty fun. I really like the design of Dragoon. his voice was amazing.
I do like the design of Dragoon
Yeah,
a
like
lot.
it was
Yeah.
like a really cool creature, and I kind of wanted it. Like it seemed like with everything being fleshed out in one color, and then that like skull cap. He looks like I forget the name of the Pokemon. It's like a little lizard, but it's got like a skull cap on him, like a bone helmet.
Okay.
And I
Yes,
so
I
I
know
just like,
exactly what you mean.
you know what I mean?
People are going to be yelling at us, but we didn't
Yes,
grow
I
up with
know.
Pokemon,
I'm
so
bad
I
with
don't.
my Pokemons, but you give us credit. We recognize a Pokemon when we see it.
Yeah, we're like,
But
that's
it
definitely a Pokemon. Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's kind of seemed like I was waiting for that to be like a reveal, like there would be some character. Would have been great to be just it's
He ta-
Man at Arms all
he
along.
takes off his mask. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I actually like Dragoon. I like that he got could it be Cubone? Yes, that's
I
what
think
the one with
that's the one.
the
That's the
Pokemon
one.
wears the skull of its deceased mother. Holy shit, I didn't
Oh
know
my god,
that.
Pokemon is dark.
Yeah, I had no idea. It wears its skull like a helmet. What the hell? Okay, well there you go. So I did not know that lore, but okay. Yeah, it looks like Cubone. I like Dragoon too because I like how they turn him good. And
Mhm.
honestly, like this, the other one was like Celise. It's like again, I wish the show had just been like if it was coming out now,
Mhm.
they would be like assembling the team.
Yes, and
Like
I felt like
Celise.
that's what we've seen. We've seen the origin stories for
Yeah,
building together their Avengers. That's what I feel like this episode had the potential for.
yeah.
And
But
it's like a really
honestly,
cool episode. You bring a villain out,
yeah,
you defeat
yeah,
him, but villain's in danger,
yeah,
you don't let him die. It's like, the whole rule of Batman, Superman, you don't kill.
yeah.
But I like that there's a redemption arc with the villain. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, but it's like it's also like, hey, like yeah, sign Dragoon up to your team because like that's an improvement on Stratos. To be
Yeah,
honest, like he's like bigger. He looks like he knows science. He drains people's energy. He breathes fire. It's like
yeah,
Stratos just flies around and bees Amish at people. It's
yeah,
like there's
exactly.
nothing.
He can build us a house real quickly if there's enough of them.
Churn some butter, but yeah, like
Churn some
that's
butter. Do
yeah,
we need a flying carriage that someone where he can be thwarted by zippers? No, like
yeah. But I did like some things in this episode. I mean, I do feel like there was a fair amount of cheese in this
oh
episode.
yeah, I like it.
Like
It's very cheesy. Like it literally everything is opposite. We have fish that are flying, and nothing is as it seems. The fire rocket on his wrist only squirts water. I can my magic doesn't work. Oh wait, if I just say my phrase backwards,
yeah,
I felt like that there was copious amounts of cheese in this episode.
yeah, yeah, I agree. So, that's that's and a little. I don't know, not a lot of rad stuff. I mean, it was kind of an Orko led episode, and
Yeah,
He Man is just playing catch up. And I don't know, I didn't really love seeing He Man get tiny. I don't know.
yeah. It felt like there were fun things, but it felt kind of like there are episodes that are stronger and cooler than this. So I thought this was kind of
Yeah,
good, but not exactly great. So like for me, I was given this kind of like a 3.5 Shiner
yeah.
4.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think at 3.5 it sounds about right, actually. So
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna give
Dragoon
it to.
gives it a lot of weight. Pushes that closer to like the 3.5 or
Yeah,
4. It's a really cool character, and
yeah,
I like the idea that we've had this villain and we turn him at the end. But overall, I felt like it was just like okay, there's cheese that's like fun, but then there's cheese that's just kind of like, come on, like everything's backwards and upside down. It's
yeah,
like a little lame.
yeah. I think so too. And like like I said, like yeah, like the Dragoon stuff elevates it. But I also like that we're going to Trollo. Like I like the
Yeah,
expansion of the lore is kind of interesting. That's
right. And
kind
I
of
feel
cool.
like they're setting up stuff that could be really interesting, but then they kind of cheese it. Like
Yes,
there's
they do
this other
cheese it.
world, but then it's like it almost like negates Orko. Like we go to his home world and everything is just like upside down and backwards, and kind of I was like,
Yeah,
like it'd be interesting to develop more of that lore of like, are they a race of mages and wizards?
yeah,
What is that world like?
yeah. That's
So,
true. Yeah. All right. Well, that is. Oh, we didn't talk about the figure. Is there a figure you would want from this episode?
100% Dragoon.
Yeah.
He was dope.
Yeah.
I
I
also
like.
do like seeing some of the other Trollians. I think that's neat. Like,
Yeah.
would they be, they're kind of like that would cool to see some of those as figures. But number one, Dragoon, like Dragoon.
Yeah, I do think that they made a for Masters of the Universe Classics line. I
Mhm.
think they did, or someone, or there was some sort of Driel figure made at some point, but not until like a couple of years ago. But that's interesting. Well, I also like Dragoon, and in my version of the story, I don't know if we ever see Dragoon again, but Dragoon does join the team. And in my version of the story, he comes back through the portal. He knocks on the portal door and he comes back and asks to work for He-Man. And so they put him to work on the Eternian Guard at the palace.
Ooh, I like this.
And so they give him man-at-arms type armor like the Eternian Guards.
Oh, yes.
And we have a Dragoon with his face mask and everything, with wings and a tail.
Yes. Now we're talking. 100%.
And the
100%.
armor. So he's just a member of the Eternian Guard. That's how he's getting his redemption. And he's there in case anyone attacks the palace. And I thought about like giving him a little fire breath, but I misplaced my little fire breath thing, so that's okay, we can pretend. But that's it. That's his power action, is he's got a tail, and right now it's just glued on, but there you go.
He probably would have those little buttons on the back they made with some of those that would like flap the wings or something.
He would probably flap the wings or breathe the fire or flap his tail or something. But yeah, this is Dragoon. So yes, I will make Eternian Palace Guard Dragoon available. He's even got Man-at-Arms, his little mace here too.
I love it.
Available for purchase. So there
Dragoon,
you go.
that Dragoon is a 5 out of 5 Shimers right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you say that. So, okay, well, that wraps up Dawn of Dragoon, and stick around. Next time, we'll be talking about episode 15, Prince Adam No More, next time on Castle Podskull. In the meantime, feel free to like, subscribe, do all that normal stuff, and good journey. And until we meet again, may the power be with you.
And also with you.
Laser bars.